What's up, YouTube nights? Welcome to Lords of Longbox Trends, the cover price top Ultimate Spider-Man list for the week ending.
What's the over-under, brother? What's the over-under?
Shit, 15. I don't know.
Yeah,
Somewhere around there. But hey, don't blame us. Don't blame cover price. It's the people who are buying it, and it's a good read. So hey, while you guys are congregating, I'll just play a quick little snippet here since we're running a tad bit late. Let me see what I got that's relatively short. As I take all my fucking time looking for something that's relatively short.
seamless.
All right. Seamless.
Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Make love and dance and sing, yeah. Got to get on the floor. You know life can give you more. Come on.
Shout out DJ Scratch Bastard from Canada. I know it's got to be freezing up there because I know everywhere in the country is either cold, freezing, snow, or raining right now. So, yeah.
What's it like in Southern Cali for you? Is it raining hard?
Yeah. It stopped yesterday. I think it stopped. And then it's going to be in the mid-70s next weekend.
We got your rain because it's been raining here for like the last 3 days.
Well, I saw that both Nevada and Arizona. Speaking of Arizona, Laura, say what's good to people.
Yeah, it's raining here too. But I'm so glad Gabe's here with us tonight, guys. I've missed your face. I've missed your voice. I am so pumped that you are here. It's going to be, not a very variety type list, but who cares? Because Gabe's here. That's kind of my whole thing tonight.
What am I, chop fucking liver? Anyway, speaking of chop liver, Gabe, say what's good to people.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. I'm glad to be back here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Yeah. I'd rather talk about an awesome read than just random wild speculation and drama, right? So let's get ready for some good talks.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do our best. So, this comes from our friends over at CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. Head on over to CovrPrice.com. Also, our good friends at Bird City Comics use this discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in a Bird City Comics store. Miss Laura, can you tease anything that's dropping?
Yes, I can let you guys know if you've been following the page. We did Moon Man #1 with Ivan Tao. It was a Jumpman homage. And I'll say this, we are sticking with the sports theme, and we have another book by Ivan Tao for issue #2 that will be showing tomorrow and launching on Friday.
Okay. For all you geeks and nerds that don't know what Jumpman is, that's the Air Jordan logo.
Yes. And the book's written by Kid Cudi. So kind of cool.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right to it, boys and girls. This is the Cover Price Top 10, where we look at the hottest selling books in both price and percentage. As always, there's a runner-up, and this week's runner-up is...
Ooh, I like this so much. Yeah, this is a good one. Number 11, we have Wonder Woman #19 from 1988. So we got some recent news for the upcoming Creature Commandos after a bit of a drought. James Gunn confirmed that Anya Shalatra will voice Cersei, who first appeared in this book. James Gunn has quietly been building out his DCU, but there's still a long way to go. Fans were eager for any information and capitalized on it to acquire a cheap key on the aftermarket. We tracked 17 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 210%. with a high sale of $20 for a raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $17.
Interesting. Wonder Woman number 19, Raw Dog, 20 bones, 70 trend of 210%. Good Lord. I'm actually looking forward to Creature Commandos. Kind of James Gunn bring the weirdness to the DCEU. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool to see.
I agree.
All right. If you haven't been watching the news or listening to news or reading the news or hearing the news, then this should be no shock to you or shock to you.
This is perfect for me. I love my 90s comics. It's good to be coming back and having this on here. So we're talking about, this is Darker Image number 1. Image Comics, this is back in 1993. A rumor has been floating around that Channing Tatum was in talks to star in the upcoming The Max movie. Now Channing Tatum himself took to Instagram to share that he is officially on board to play the lead role in The Max. This book is easy to find and is an inexpensive purchase, making it an easy pickup speed in the aftermarket after Tatum's announcement. It is important to note that this isn't The Max's first appearance. He previously appeared in his own title, The Max number 1, and we've tracked 34 copies sold. It's a 7-day trend of 114% and a high sale of $100 for a CGC 9.8. And currently, raw near mint is going for a fair market value of $3.
Darker Image number 1 coming in number 10. I remember when this book came out. Remember what's that dude with the red face? His name was Blood something.
Blood Wolf. So this is like a team up. This is like a mashup comic of Sam Keith, Rob Liefeld, and Jim Lee.
Rob Liefeld loves blood strike, blood stroke, blood whatever. He's all about it. Who the hell is Tatum going to play? Is he going to play the Max? I mean, the Max is like this big purple dude. I mean, I don't understand.
I mean, who knows what they can do with CGI and the CGI kind of mapping little dots on his face and body. I mean, if anybody's interested, there was a TV show of the Max
on the MTV.
Back in the day on MTV. Yeah, but
it was awesome.
Yeah,
the animation was just a cutting edge for its time. I mean,
it's straight Sam Keith artwork coming to life, which is just beautiful.
I'd be more curious to see who's going to play the girl. Right. My pick
Julie Winters.
I would say Florence Pugh.
I'm gonna be mad about that.
Yeah, because it's kind of she's thick with it, and this one's thick with it too.
Sam Keith gave her like a little belly, like she's got a little.
Yeah, she's a little beer gut. Good.
And that's sexy. And look, Laura, blonde with the red dress.
And a booty.
Butt crack and everything. All right, number 10 on the list, Dark Image number 1. We have a number 9.
Okay, number 9, Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, the Tony S. Daniel 1 in 25 from this year. Tony Daniel portrays Spider-Man in a visual that would strike fear into the hearts of his enemies. He is beaten and bruised, but the determination in his pose shows you why he's the hero that never backs down. This cover is the only retailer incentive on the top 10 this week. It is likely due to the price being lower than the cover A of this book. We tracked 30 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 156%, with a high sale of $40 for a raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $28.
This is one of my favorite ones of the 170 variants of Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. Tony S. Daniel doing it. We were talking about on the previous last week's show how Tony Daniel doesn't do much Marvel stuff, so it's pretty cool to see him doing this. I was just on this weird thing, things TiVo thinks about that you should think about.
New segment.
Sponsored by nobody, is the number of characters or amount of times that the phrase with great responsibility comes great responsibility. There are variants of it because Aunt May says it a little bit differently than previous characters. I'll just watch the last Spider-Man movie, and right before she dies, spoiler alert, she says it, but then I noticed she added another word in there. That's interesting. Okay. All right, we'll see. All right, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Tony S. Danny, 1 in 25, Raw Dog, $40. All right. What do we got up next?
All right, coming up next, Ultimate Spider-Man numero uno. This is the Marco Cicchetto costume tease cover C from Marvel, just a couple of weeks ago. Spider-Man 2099 is at the height of popularity after the debut of Across the Spider-Verse. This homage cover puts Miguel O'Hara in the spotlight, illustrating a fantastic cover with a popular Spider-Man variant taking center stage. We tracked 21 copies of this sold, 7-day trend of 244%. High sell, $40 for a raw copy, and fair market value for near mint currently is at $24.
Number 8 on the list, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Marco Cicchetto costume.
Cicchetto.
What is this homaging?
His own cover. Shit, I don't know.
Okay, I'll buy it. Sure.
Yeah. Well, people are buying it. Hey, don't blame us if it's on this list. This is off of real sales. All right, what do we have for number 7?
Okay, number 7, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Matthias Manhanini Ultimate Special from this year.
Man, they should
Another
pick some artists with
fantastic.
some crazy names. Yeah.
I know, right? I hope I didn't mess that up. Another fantastic cover in this series is by Matthias Manhanini. This Ultimate Special depicts a black suit Spider-Man, but not the one we've come to know. Only time will tell how important this cover is to the new Peter Parker introduced in this issue. We tracked 21 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 303%, with a high sale of $35 for a raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $12.
Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Matthias Mahini Ultimate Special. When I first saw this, I go, that looks like Black Panther.
Kind of does. I agree.
It doesn't really look like Spider-Man. I mean, it's missing the spider logos and all that stuff, but then you see the webbing, so and maybe it's a new character. Who knows? It probably is. I'm telling you, this Ultimate Spider-Man run, and then on the new Ultimate lines that's coming out, there's going to be tons of new first appearances. So I would say read the tea leaves, be on the lookout, and just buy them all up.
I have all this Ultimate Spider-Man stuff on my Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, X-Men, all that on my
yeah.
I
have the originals too. Yeah, I have the originals. I think I sold Ultimate X-Men. I still have the Ultimates, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Fantastic Four, and some other ones. And if you haven't read it, go and read it. It's a great read. Before they destroyed it, and whatever. All right, what do you have for number 6?
Well, if you had Ultimate Spider-Man on your list, there you go.
Easy names to pronounce.
Number 6, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, David Marquez cover. If you enjoyed the 1 in 1,000 Virgin cover, this affordable alternative is great. While the Virgin cover fetches prices between $90 and $100, this trade cover is more affordable if you're a collector of the artist. 31 copies were tracked, sold with a 7-day trend of 227%. $33 was the high sell for a raw dog, and raw near mint is $24.
Okay,
that's crazy. So it's raw $33, but 227% uptick. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't see this leaving this top 10 list for at least another 2 weeks.
They're so affordable. It's not like somebody's top 10 lists, like everything's like $1,000 or hundreds of dollars or something.
I think and FOMO too. Everybody's going out and buying them up on the aftermarket. So
because it's a good read, it's not just like, hey, there was this first appearance and like, oh, there might be a movie of this character. Oh, I'm gonna get a 9.9. And none of that. It's just like, hey, you need to read this book. Like it's a good jumping on point. It's a chance for you to get out of the 616 bogged down continuity or whatever the case might be. It's Jonathan Hickman, so yeah,
and it's Peter Parker with MJ and their kids. So and Chicken and Witch.
All right. Yeah, we were just talking about how it was affordable. So let's switch it up a little bit here. Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the J. Scott Campbell variant. J. Scott Campbell returns to Spider-Man with an awesome cover celebrating the iconic couple. This cover also has a Virgin cover, which is the 1 in 500 retailer variant. So the Virgin cover has been selling for around $400. But not all Campbell fans can drop $400 on a modern comic. Instead, fans of the artwork can pick up a copy of the trade for a raw near mint fair market value of $24. We tracked 58 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 204%, with a high sale of $48 for a raw copy. So what do you guys think? Would you go $48 here? Would you spend $400 just to get that little trade off? It's not like a massive trade.
Yeah, 48.
Right, because the trade doesn't bother me on this one. It's not like in your face.
It doesn't cover up any of the artwork or anything like that.
Right, so...
Yeah. And Campbell did a little bit better drawing the men on this one, because historically in the past, Campbell draws his men a bit effeminate, especially his early art. Go back and look at the Spider-Man issues that he did. But yeah, number 5 on the list, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Jason Campbell, Raw Dog, 48 Bones. Okay, we're halfway through there, boys and girls. What do you have for number 4?
Number 4, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Ryan Stegman. This book had the highest number of sales last week. This week, it drops to spot number 4. However, this book is still a heartwarming cover from Ryan Stegman. After watching our favorite web slinger go through so many hardships, this cover is a touching portrait of a future in which Peter Parker has his wholesome family by his side. We tracked 53 copies sold, 7-day trend of 259%, high sell of $34 for a raw copy, and the fair market value right now for near mint is $31.
Yeah, so you get this is the cover that you get to actually see their kids on it, and
it's cute.
And Peter Parker looks worn down. I wish they would do the animated version where he has like a belly, Spider-Man has like a beer belly because he's
give him that dad bod going on.
Yeah, he's spider bad at this point, All right, nobody have for number 3. Oh, another one.
Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Marco Cicchetto, the Custom Tees A. Like the Spider-Man 2099 cover in spot number 8, this cover is about the costume's popularity. Black suit Spider-Man has been one of the most popular variants since before there was even a Spider-Verse. The symbiotic costume later goes on to create the iconic villain, Venom. It's no wonder that this cover remains one of the top sellers. We tracked 66 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 238%, with a high sale of $103 for a raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $61.
Okay, I kind of like this one. I like the black suit. It's pretty dope, I think. Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Marco Cicchetto. Cosmic Tees A, raw for $103. You see, they're getting up in price now, huh? All right, almost there, boys and girls. Whatever number 2. Before that, another segment. Things TiVo think about, so you should think about. So I did this a while ago, and I was wondering, okay, if there's a zombie apocalypse, what would be the best caliber ammo to use? And I found it. I found it after research. 22 caliber, because it is the most. It is the most. They're the most used caliber. So if you are
most available.
If you get a 25, a 32, a 44, or whatever, or AK, rifle. I mean, you can get an AR-15 with a 22 caliber. And you can just find the bullets everywhere. So
this is what you lay in bed thinking about at night. Like, what would I need to fight zombies? What caliber?
Pretty much. All right, okay. What do you have for number 2?
Number 2, Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is the Marco Cicchetto regular. This is the regular A cover. All of the covers that were released for Ultimate Spider-Man #1, cover A has been the top seller. While other books may demand a higher aftermarket value, this book is still a contender for a return on investment. After selling for $6, this book shot up nearly 10 times its initial value, with a fair market value of $56 for a near mint raw copy. Despite the rapid value increase, it means the top-selling variant with a massive 232 copies sold. This cover also has a 7-day trend of 167% and a high sell of $159 for a CGC 9.8. I didn't know CGC already had these out already. Quick. But yeah, that's it. This is the one I got. So put me on the board for one this week.
Damn, shots fired at Laura. Jeez.
I know, what the hell?
Yo.
I don't have to run faster than the zombies. I just have to run faster than you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the
time.
slow zombies. I'm scared of the fast zombies, man. First time I saw fast zombies was the Snyder was the Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Day of the Dead, and he showed fast zombies, and I was like, holy shit! Prior for that, they were like brains, but these guys were fast and running people down. I was like, I ain't dealing with that.
28 days later, that's the one that freaks out my wife because they run.
Yeah, that and World War Z. They're fast there too. Brad Pitt doing some action as some type of scientist or something. Anyway,
so why do we think that the regular A cover is the big seller? Like, why is this the one everybody's going for? I wonder.
Because it's the most accessible, and then the more people buy it, the more it goes up. I would imagine, because it's probably the higher print run too. Because all the other ones are variants. So we don't see. All right, what do we have for number one?
Okay, so number one, we got Ultimate Invasion #1, second print, R.B. Silva from 2023. You didn't see that coming, did you? All right, so R.B. Silva was the artist who gave us the second print of this key issue and the first cover appearance of Ultimate Spider-Man and Peter Parker. R.B. Silva is also slated to illustrate the cover for the second printing of the Ultimate Spider-Man #1. The series has been overwhelmingly popular, and it is safe to say that this issue may play some significance in the future of this new Spider-Man series. We tracked 233 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 175%, with a high sale of 117 for a CGC 9.8 and a current raw near mint fair market value of $28.
All right, Ultimate Invasion #1, which is at least a little bit different. Is that the evil Reed Richards behind him?
Yeah, that's the maker.
Yeah, the maker. Yeah,
he's the one that caused like all the whole Ultimate Spider-Man new universe stuff. He was going around stealing everybody's origin.
Yeah. If you haven't read it, I'm telling you, read the original Ultimates run. It's pretty good, man. Because it's more grounded. And I always say, Ultimate Hawkeye is a badass.
Yeah, he was killing people with his fingernails. Like he pull his fingernails off and flick on people.
He's like anything is a weapon. Anything is a weapon. And there is actually a Marvel animated Ultimates movie. It's hard as hell to find. I don't know if it's even on Disney Plus, but that one shows is pretty violent too. Like the Hulk actually eats somebody like on screen. You see him, he just like chops their head off. I mean, now you see What If, and they're doing some crazy stuff with that animation. If you haven't seen What If, by the way, what are you doing? Go see it. Apparently they have, because we're up to like 95 viewers, now we're down to 72. Like, what's up with that, yo? Damn, man.
There's all these new like episodes tonight too, though, right?
You know what? We were here first, so screw them all. Anyway, speaking of screw them all, Laura, say what final last words.
Yeah, guys, right after this, hop over onto Nerdvana. We are covering Godzilla, so I still haven't seen it. I know. I thought you would like that, Tiva. I haven't seen it yet.
-1?
About it. Huh?
You haven't seen -1, Laura?
I haven't done anything other than like work and like squeezing Pilates.
She hasn't even seen Monarch yet.
No. Just skip the show and go see -1.
No, see both. See both, because they're both good. Yeah. Monarch is a little bit like For All Mankind, where there's time jumps.
For All Mankind is fantastic. I'm so glad you brought that up because it's such a good series, and Anthony and I have been binging it, guys. that is definitely one of the things that TiVo watched that you should be watching for all mankind. Picture like a what if series, and it's what if the Soviets had landed on the moon first, and the ripple effect that has throughout history, and it's fascinating. It's really well done.
It is really well done, and I can't wait for the next season to come out because I'm not going to spoil.
No, don't tell me. I'm only on season 2. You can't tell me.
All right. Look, Gabe, happy to have you back. Thanks for joining us. Gabe, what are you up to? Where can they find you?
You know what? Nowhere really. Like I deleted my social media off my phone. Like, you know, I'm just off of that kind of stuff. Omni Bros Live on YouTube is where you can find me. That's where we talk about all of our collected editions, omnibus and hardcovers, trade paperbacks, single issues that are coming out. That's where you want to see me if you want to talk about any kind of comic books.
You're off.
Besides that, you're not going to find me online like posting.
How did you do that? How did you get off social media?
You know, it's just one of those things where
I need to do that.
There's too much manipulation in social media. I'm not going to get all weird about it, but it was enough. It's an election year. Last thing I need is nonsense on my.
Oh, I thought you were talking about comic. I'm just
that too. I quit and it was
comic books. It's like.
Epic Nation, this is going on. This is going on.
This, that, and the other. You know, negativity creates likes. You know what I mean, and views. So
and that's a zero sum effect. Like, sure, you get your clicks and all that, but then you just harness in negative people.
But when you look at these Instagrammers or YouTubers or whoever who are talking about CGC. And you look at historically, all they do is talk negatively about something. It's just to, you know.
And most of the time, they don't believe it. They just make up these like wild accusations or whatever, just for measuring their e-penis kind of stuff. Yeah. Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get Matt Nelson on here, and we're going to just do a real interview. And tell him, find out. Mainly, I wanted to talk to him because I wanted to talk about the difference between the registry and the census, which I'm still. There's some comments about that, but we'll talk about the new controversy as well as the history of CGC, how they started back in 2000. I first got my first slab in 2001, so I'm pretty sure I'm 2 degrees of separation from Matt Nilsson. Gabe knows him. I think Matt DeVoe knows him. So we'll get him on the show.
Very cool.
Do a live stream so he can answer any questions you have. So this way, there's no doubt if you believe him or not. It's up to you. But till next time, boys and girls, we'll see you Thursday for the Shakers list. And until next time, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake it, make it, pull it back. Oh my God.
Hold on and get some, boys. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake it, make it, pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. Go on and get some, boys.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
What's in the box?